Starting off at La Jolla Caves, I head south, bank right, and go over to Goldfish Point for our survey of the Sierra Club Seal Society, and we'll zoom in, see a sea lion, and I head down to the gold. Take a look in the cave. It's kind of interesting here to see you can look through, it goes all the way through. Kayakers like to go through there. And I'll swing around. Spot here where there's sometimes some sea lions. Zoom in with the Mavic 4 Pro. It's 24 times zoom. And we see here is a little ringneck sea lion. Got flies crawling around his ringneck. You can even see the flies. Oh dear. Oh well. And then here's some more sea lions. Got an orange tag on them. Her, actually, it's probably a female. And we'll head over to these rocks. And nobody there. Go up to La Jolla Bluff. Sometimes of the year, La Jolla Bluff is loaded with sea lions. I don't know why they come here sometimes and sometimes they don't. Usually there's a few down here though. Well, there's just a couple. And we'll pan over here and see if there's any over here. No, there isn't even one there. We'll go down to La Jolla Cove and look in this, under this ledge. Sometimes there's sea lions, but there don't seem to be any right now. There's a few up by the rocks. Looks like maybe a couple of males battling it out, juvenile males. There's another one over here. Maybe a pup. I don't know. There's some babies. Are those pups? And then some more little ones under the ledge here. Zoom back out. Look over here. Sometimes there's a few sea lions here, but we don't see any now. There's some down there on the rocks. One on the ledge, two of them. And we'll go over to these rocks, which is getting hit by, it's not exactly high tide yet. It's not low tide, but it's coming up on high tide later on. And there's some sea lions here. Most of them should be over here on Point La Jolla. Don't see many of them. There's one there. There's a smaller group of them here. And testing out my new Rode microphone with a windscreen on it that should cut down on plosives and other noises. Let's see. Some here. There's a pup over there. Don't see many babies though. Where'd they all go? Maybe they're over with this group. There's a baby nursing there. Trying to nurse anyway. Another baby there. A couple more babies. And here's a bunch of babies hanging out over here. Alright, we'll swing around over to Boomer Beach. One there. Whoops. This Mavic 4 Pro is kind of fast. I should put it in cine mode, I guess. Nothing under the ledge there, but there's a bunch of them on the beach. My cat is jumping around with a bell on her. Let's see. Don't see many babies in this group though. Maybe there's some babies here. They just look like youngsters. And there's some juveniles. A female, if there's a baby up there. They're not up on the cliff, just a little bit on the beach. Not as many as sometimes. I guess they're out feeding, having breakfast. And we'll coast along here past Shell Beach. Over to Seal Rock, and sometimes there's a sea lion or a harbor seal, but I don't see one now. Okay, so we'll continue on to Children's Pool. And There's a harbor seal there. There's one here, or no, yeah, there's one. They're kind of camouflaged, hard to tell. But there's none on the beach. Or here they are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's see if there's any on the rocks outside. Breakwater. There's some. There's one there. No, that's just. Here's some. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And we'll swing around. Look on this rock. I don't think there's any here. All right. So over to South Casa. And there's one here. That's it.